It's good morning, Sally Gould. Welcome to Yellow Shelf.
Thanks so much for having me, Joanna.
It's my pleasure. Congratulations, your book Frog is out right now because it's been a busy week for you, the launch. Congratulations. Tell us about the book Frog, The Secret Diary of a Paramedic.
So, Frog is my debut memoir, and it's my story of how I began my career as a paramedic from a university ride along all the way up until I become an intensive care paramedic. So, it's told through the lens of patient stories, all of them, the funny ones, the gross ones, the mundane ones, the traumatic ones. But it's more about my story of my growth as a clinician and as a person, and how the career, I guess, shapes identity and demands resilience. Yeah.
Yeah, and look, 14, more than 14 years on that career. So there's plenty of journey in that career. And this is from what I've read, correct me if I'm wrong, this is your journals, your diaries around that journey.
Yeah, the manuscript started just from the journals that I kept as a ride along, and I was just scribbling down all the wild and wonderful things I was seeing along the way because I just wanted to capture all of it because I could tell it was a special profession and I was going to love it and I was going to grow a lot in it. And so I thought I need to write this down while it's happening.
Yeah. And tell us, I'd love to know. I mean, I know we just spoke off camera. As you were writing this, you won an award for the manuscript, and I'd love you to share about that because that is just fabulous on your journey as well.
When I started writing, it was mostly just for me. It was a way to reflect on my experience and process it and see how much I'd grown in a short space of time. But then I kept hearing, like, as a paramedic, oh, you should write a book about all your stories. And I heard that so many times. And so I thought, you know what? I will. I will start writing a book and I'll write it for myself, but I'll write it for fellow paramedics to sort of validate our experience and share with the world what it is that we do. And winning that award was the first time that I really thought, oh, maybe I've got something here. Maybe there's something in it. Maybe it's something that will appeal to a wider audience that I can actually turn into something for readers. So I think the mentorship award gave me a lot of momentum in my journey as a debut author, definitely. So very
Yeah,
lucky.
that's so great. And tell us a bit about you. You're a mom, you're a wife, you got lots of juggles. I imagine you've got this really intense job that you go to, you need to switch on and switch off. Tell us a bit about you.
I do wear a lot of hats. Yeah, so paramedic is my primary job and one that I still adore. And that while I've taken some leave to get all the book stuff done,
Yeah.
I actually can't wait to get back on the road reading to patients. That's
Yeah.
my comfort zone. It's where
Yeah.
I feel like I know what I'm doing the most. And parenting is where I feel a bit, still on a wild ride and learning a lot in that space. And then I've tried to fit this writing into a hobby space, but it's grown a little bit bigger than that. And I don't always get it right in terms of the balance. I think everyone struggles with that, and it's hard when you want to be in two places at once. And I'm still learning how to get that right, but I think I'm in a season where the book is obviously taking the spotlight, and that's okay for a period of time, I think.
Yeah. No, that's great. And look, we only learn on our journeys, don't we? We just kind of go with it. And like I said, lean in and just be kind to yourself. Sally, tell us about how we connect with you in the book. So I know I follow you on socials, so I know how busy you've been in the launch of this book and fabulous your sharing of stories along the way. What's the best way to connect with you? I'll put this in the show notes so people can find you and the book.
Instagram is the best way at the moment to connect with me. So my handle is at Sally Gould author. And I absolutely love hearing from people. I love people dropping into my messages, and I'm always keen to connect with people. So I'm very happy to hear from people on that platform, particularly.
Yeah. Well, look, I'll put that in to make it easy for people to reach out and connect. Sally, good luck. I know it'll be like a journey to like keep the book and talking and all your juggles and then back to work. Enjoy because it's such an accomplishment. Would you do it? I know you won't probably write another memoir just yet, but would you write again? Did you really enjoy that process?
I did. It was hard work from the start because I was jumping industries. I felt like I was doing a crash course in a whole new skill set, which I didn't have.
Yeah.
But at the time, I thought I'm never doing this again. But now that I'm on the other side, I have a few other things I'd like to write about, so I won't say
Okay.
no.
There you go. There you go. I love asking that question and getting your answer. Sally, all the very best. Thanks for joining us at Yellow Shelf.
Thank you so much for having me.
Cheers.